Hello and welcome back, my little human. As always, I am so glad you have picked up your end of this communication. I got to bed early and I'm super excited to tell you of just all the exciting things that I have worked on. So, I had a cup of positivity and it was loaded with caffeine. Accidentally, I grabbed the wrong one, but that is okay. Because for today, I am excited, but I do apologize if I am a little bit out of character. But anyway, moving on. So, I have talked to King Fleon for a long time yesterday, after we got off of our communication devices yesterday. This man is so knowledgeable about almost anything that you would ever want to know, and I just wanted to sit down with him, and I asked him tons and tons of questions. And I do this whenever I get the chance. He is very down to earth, meaning that he is not a know-it-all, but he's willing to tell you things that you want to learn. He will never push it off, and he will never force you to learn something that you do not want to learn. A person that is always there to help you. He is just amazing. Do you have one of these people in your life? This could be a parent or a guardian, but it could also be a person outside of your family. Maybe it's just a guidance counselor. I mean, for Pete's sakes, it is his job to guide you in life, right? And I do love Pete, don't get me wrong, but this is a guidance counselor's job. And you should be able to go to him whenever you have the opportunity or have something to get off of your mind. So, who is your guide in life? If you are on the fence about the person that you have chosen, I need you to really focus on finding that person that you are able to tell anything and everything to. Because when we start to come with a bad case of the motivationals, which we have talked about in our last podcast, is not a good thing to come down with. Yet you need to talk to somebody. You need to talk to somebody as soon as possible if you happen to come down with the demotivationals. It is almost as important for you to try and be this person to as many people as you can. I say this because you have awesome and amazing parents, and of course that doesn't mean that other people do. Your friends and other kids that are in your school may not have someone that they are comfortable with going to. So please, will you make a pact with me that if for every person that you can, you will be that person for? Great. That is what I am talking about. I knew that you would. Alright, so I do have a lesson for you, and that lesson today is on motivation versus task. And being able to channel your motivation to make sure that you can put your motivation on any task that you would want to. Man, oh man, do I have a story for you. So, this is a fictional story, which means that it is not real. So, I want to tell it to you, and I made it all up last night, so please, I hope you enjoy. So let's start a good story. Once upon a time, there was a cow. A very motivated cow. This was not an ordinary cow. He had a family. But not just an ordinary family, because this family was not made up of just cows. His cousins were chickens, and his aunts were sheep. This is why this little cow was raised a little bit differently. Everybody in the barn had their own jobs that they were supposed to get done. But by our motivated cow being a young cow, he did not have to join in the work yet, along with all the other little baby cows. When he became of age, he was to go out and he was to cut the grass. He dreaded that task, that he had to one day go out and just solely have to cut the grass every single day. Because right now, all he had to do was go out and hang out with the other baby cows. He would run, he would jump, he would eat, and he would eat some more. Now, this little cow was always so hungry, and so was the other baby cows. They were always so hungry because they were running and jumping so much. They loved it. They loved being able to just eat and play and eat and play. Now, the baby cows were brought into the barn to drink nice cold water and get a good afternoon nap. Then, like a miracle, when they woke up, the farmer had cut the field. Or so that was the story. The vows have never seen the farmer cutting it, but they knew that it happened because the grass never grew longer. When they asked the adults, they told the children the story. The story that they heard when they were little, and a story that was passed down by their parents. No one had ever questioned it, So this story just was given to be true. They never questioned it because they were told by the adults. And why would they lie? I mean, magic is true, right? Or maybe it was. Maybe it was not. Now, Baby Cow got an idea, but he did not share it with anyone at first. He was going to set out to find out that the magic was real. He was going to find out that the magic was real, and he was going to use that magic to be able to make the adults, especially his mommy and daddy, never have to work again. And then that would also help him out, because then when he became an adult, he would not have to work anymore. It was the most amazing idea he has ever came up with. So now, he figured that if the magic could do one field, that the magic would be strong enough to be able to do both fields. So, the next day, the baby cows were out munching on the grass like they always have. But when it was time to come in, right before the farmer was ready to come get them, little baby cow went to the corner and he hid. He hid right in a corner, underneath a patch of grass that was just a little bit longer so that no one would see him. And he waited, and he waited, and waited, and waited, but nothing happened. The baby cows came back out, and they ran to him. So what happened, they said. He looked at him with a blank stare. Nothing. Wait, they said. Well, maybe they don't cut it every day. Maybe they just cut it on, like, one day a week, said one of the other baby cows. The very motivated baby cow got so happy that he jumped for joy. He jumped up and down. He ran around in circles. You are right. There are 7 days in a week. Maybe they only cut it some of the time. Day 2 came, and right before the farmer made his trip to the field, the little baby cow went to the same corner, and he hid right behind the grass that was a little bit longer. But today, that grass was a little bit longer than it was the day before, which makes perfect sense, because of course the farmer did not cut the day before. So that would only make more sense, right? The grass always gets just a tad bit longer every single day. He told himself that they must just not have noticed it, that the grass does get a little bit longer, but they just don't notice on an everyday basis. So anyway, the little baby cow hid in his corner. He crouched down and he waited. Again, after water in a nap, the other baby cows came out running. What happened? What happened? What happened? They all said. Again, the very motivated cow said nothing. He did not get demotivated because there were still 5 days left. Day 3 came and he went to hide right before the farmer came out to let the baby cows in. The grass in this hiding spot got a little bit longer than the day before, which made sense because it hadn't been cut in a few days. But again, the baby cow waited and nothing happened. Day 4 came, and the grass in the spot where the baby cow hid got a little bit longer, which made sense because now it has been almost 4 days that the grass has not been cut. So day 5 came, and the grass got longer in the spot where the baby cow hid. And again, this made sense because the grass has not been cut in almost 5 full days. So he waited again, losing no motivation because of course he only had to cut one, and of course they missed it right before he did. So if he cut it on the same day every single week, then he would have just missed it. So he won't catch the farmer doing it again until day 7. So day 6 came, and the grass in the corner got a little longer, and again nothing happened. So day 7 came, his final day. He was so happy that he was jumping for joy. He said, "Today I am going to catch the farmer cutting the grass." Day 7 came, and the baby cow ran to the spot where the grass was the longest that he'd ever seen it before, and he hid. On this 7th day, when nothing happened, he ran to his mama. He said, "I think the farmer is mad. I thought the field was getting cut by magic, so I waited to see the farmer, if the farmer would come and cut the grass, and I was going to prove that it wasn't him, but he never did. But now the magic isn't working." Baby, slow down, said his mama. "What magic, my baby? Baby, you know the magic is not real." "Mommy, it has to be." "Baby, settle down. Why do you say this? You are getting older. You are almost old enough to come to the big field." "That's what I'm talking about, my mommy," said the motivated cow. "You know how the farmer mows the grass in the baby field so that we can play all day? Yes, baby. I know how that happens. What, Mama? That can't be right because we never see the farmer out there. We never see him doing it, and we never hear it. Have you guys ever seen a farmer cutting the baby field? All the adults turned and said, "Now that you mention it, no, we have never seen the farmer out there cutting the grass." But baby, the grass didn't get longer. Mama, yes it did. Over in the corner where I was hiding. But I broke the magic. The magic is broken, Mama. Have you looked in the field lately? Said the motivated little cow. Yes, baby. All the time. I watch you all day long. In the corner where I was hiding, Mama, it gets longer and longer this whole week. It never gets this long. The magic is broke. That corner did, but not the rest of the field, said Mama. I don't understand, said the little motivational Val. Maybe it's not you understand. Not everything is meant for us to understand. We are just cows. We run, we jump, and we do lots of things until we grow up and we become big and strong until we are old enough and strong enough to be grass cutters. So baby, please just go back outside tomorrow and just eat all the grass you normally do. Feel that belly so full. I remember when I was a little baby, all the grass that I used to eat. It was so amazing. Run and jump and get hungry and eat some grass. Run and jump and get hungry and eat some grass and eat more grass. I promise you that if I ate as much grass, not that if I was a baby, if all of us adult cows ate as much grass as we did when we were babies, we would have no problem getting done with all of the grass that we needed to have cut. Wait, Baba, I got the answer. Thank you, Mama. Baby cow, settle down, said Mama. No, Mama, I got to go, but I will be back and I will explain to you everything. I will explain everything, said Baby Cow. The next day, right before all the little baby cows and all the adult cows were let out, Baby Cow turned to all of his peer cows and he told them the news. Baby cows, I have given up my mission on trying to find the person or the magic who is doing the field. Like Mommy said, we just have to believe and we just have to understand that some things are not meant to understand. Now, this was not true because baby motivational cow was so motivated that he had a plan in mind. He was going to make everybody believe that he was losing his mission so that he could be ignored like every single day, and nobody would pay attention to him, and everything would go back to normal. And by golly George, since they were very, very, very unmotivated cows, they turned around and they very just ignored him, so much that they ignored what he said. And I say, it was a cow named George. He waddled right over and he ate all the tallest grass, right where baby motivational cow was hiding all the times that he was waiting for the farmer. At the end of the day, motivated cow, baby cow was so excited. He ran to the barn and he yelled, I got it, we are all grass cutters. My baby, slow down, said Mama. Please listen, all of you were all grass cutters. It's never changed. Ever since we were babies, we've been grass cutters, and now you guys are just grass cutters as well. I wish I was wrong. I wish there was magic. But there is not. There is not magic in this instance. And there is no farmer cutting the field. Please, you guys have to believe me. All the cows, babies, and adults were so very unmotivated. They all just turned away, and they paid him no mind. Go to sleep, Pipsqueak, said one of the adults. Mama, please, can you go out there and act like a kid tomorrow, and try to get as many adults as you can to try to do the same. Just go out and run and jump and eat grass. And please, just get as many as you can. She was very unsure when she grabbed him, but she grabbed Motivated Cow's dad and her brother that was also an adult cow. And the next day, they ran to the field like they were kids again, like they were the baby cows, like they were so proud. And very, very short amount of time passed that the farmer's fake smile on her face, the impressed her baby cow, faded, and a real smile grew right where it was. Again, the same thing happened to Motivated Cow's daddy and Motivated Cow's mom's brother. They both were excited. They were running and they were jumping just like baby cows, and they enjoyed it all so much. these 3 cows ended up eating more grass than they ever have before since becoming a grass cutter. At the end of the day, all the baby cows and adult cows were let in. But this wasn't just a normal day, because today the 3 cows, the baby's mama, the baby's dad, and the baby's mother's brother came in running and smiling and laughing and jumping into the field like they were baby cows all over again. That's right, baby cow's mama convinced every single adult cow to go out and do the same the next day. So they all went to sleep, and they all, to her surprise, actually did it. They ran out of the barn, and they ran, they jumped, they played, they sprung, they rolled, they ate, and they ate, and they ate. Every single adult cow ate so much grass that they had never produced this much of work since they have ever been grass cutters. They did so much work that day that they actually got the field done. That was supposed to take them 2 more days. Since the farmer did not have the next field set up, they would not have the next field set up and ready for another few days. They got 2 full days of break. All the adult cows and all the baby cows ran and hugged the baby motivated cow so hard that he almost suffocated. The adult cows never thought of work as work again. They seen it as a time to go outside and they get to play. And on top of getting to play, they get rewarded with long breaks, fresh cold water, and just an awesome lifestyle that they got to live out very, very happy for the rest of their days. I really hope you like this story because it teaches what I was talking about. So let me explain what happened. This little motivated cow thought it was magic, but he ended up channeling all the adults' motivation to work into play. The baby motivated cow realized that they were doing the same exact thing. The parents and the adults were doing the same thing as the babies. They were doing the same exact thing. They were just being called different things. The baby motivated cow just realized that the adults had the wrong mindset because they were being forced to do it. But in all reality, they were doing the same things that they loved to do as kids. So by doing this, baby cow made them realize that they were just running and jumping and playing, and they got to eat as much grass as they wanted to. That is a way of channeling your motivation. He channeled their motivation to think of something greater. He challenged their motivation into something that they wanted to do. So now they're not only doing something that they wanted to do, but they also get rewarded. And this just led to so much success that these baby cows and these adult cows got to constantly have multiple days off every single day. They worked so hard that they never worked again. Now, every single day that the farmer did not let the cows go out, the cows got anxious because they wanted to go out. And this will be something that the farmer will never forget. The day that the farmers went to having to force the cows out of the barn, sometimes with cattle prods, to the day that now they have to try to hold them in the barn when they are not allowed to come out and play. Well, what the farmers thought was solely work. I hope I explained the lesson good enough and you understand now that everything that I wanted to teach you, and that is channeling your motivation and also being able to put your motivation on a certain task. So, please, if you would not forget, remember to always uplift, empower, inspire, and enlighten every single day, every single way. My little human, please have a very good night. Good night, little human.